All right. I think I'm live. I think so. Oh yeah, there I am. Cool. All right. It's a little hard to tell sometimes when you go live on Zoom if you're actually live. So I'm here because I wanted to address a recent question by a group member talking about, they increased their fees and they got some flack, they got some shame, they got some criticism for doing it. They had some clients that reacted poorly, that had a strong reaction to it. They had a supervisor that criticized them and judged them for it. And I think this is such like a huge problem in our field as a whole. And so I wanted to pop on really quick to talk a little bit about how we can manage when this happens, because it's not an if, it's a when. It's happened to me, it's happened to my colleagues. And so I just, one is to expect it. It's going to happen. You're going to probably get comments that feel or are shaming, critical, and judgmental. But I think where we can start to dismantle some of that for ourselves and how we react to it is to think about that these comments, these reactions, these things are more a product of that person's internal perspectives on money, on service, on affordability, and all these other money related and worth related issues. It has almost zero, if not zero, literally, to do with us. It has everything to do with their own mindset and their own beliefs about money and service. And they might be in a privileged position to not need to charge more. They might have a higher clinical capacity. They might not have the same circumstances at home. They might have a spouse that's able to support them. And so their income, while essential, may not be as critical as maybe yours. They might have other systems in place, or they're choosing not to look at this stuff, and they are going to find themselves in a difficult position later in life because of it. We have no idea what's going on in the background for them. But what we can know is that they have not done the work around money and around worth and around finances. And even just this idea of like being free to run your business your way, then that has nothing to do with how you care about clients or abandoning clients. Because let me make something abundantly clear. When you raise your fees, even if that means some of your clients can't continue working with you, you are giving better client care. You are recognizing something that you need and you are asking for it. You are stating that this is a boundary for you. And that is exactly the kind of thing that we want our clients to be doing, to say, I recognize this need in me and I'm going to find a way to fill that need. And that might mean that some people aren't happy about it. That is not abandoning clients. That is making a sound financial decision in your business. And yes, it has an impact on some people. And you can mitigate that impact, not by sacrificing yourself, but by looking at how you can serve them differently. And that might be helping them find a different therapist. That is service. You cannot be beholden to self-sacrifice because maybe something, right? Our ethical standards are there for a reason, but they are not a mandate to live in poverty. They are not a mandate to not own a home. They are not a mandate to not take care of yourself. I believe very strongly that self-care is an ethical duty. I believe that self-care is client care. And when you increase your fees because you recognize that you have a financial need and you have a clinical capacity, bandwidth that you need to honor, you are doing what is ethical and what is going to be in best service of your clients now and in the future. And by future, I mean like actual future. If you burn out, you leave the field. If you burn out, you're not giving good client care. And so, I would much rather see clients or clinicians, really work on their own money stuff and figure out what they need to live well, because that's going to sustain them long-term in this field. And we cannot afford to lose good clinicians. So to sum it up, you are doing what is best for you, and you are doing what is best for your clients. And when somebody comes at you with shaming comments and judgmental comments, they are coming from their own place of self-judgment and of a lack of exploring and understanding the broader implications of what they're saying. They are not taking into consideration your circumstances and what led you to that. They are only going from their own point of view, which as therapists is problematic. They aren't doing the work that we expect of ourselves and of our clients, to be self-reflective, to consider circumstances, and to encourage people to do what is well for them. So, yeah, it's still going to sting when people say these things, and it's still hard because it elicits our own fears, right? When that happens, I want you to explore your own fears around this instead of taking what they're saying as truth, or believing allowing what they're saying to push you back into that place of fear. Explore it, consider why you're having those thoughts, and those feelings. And then, talk to some friends who are supportive, talk to somebody who is in line with your belief system, and, get that reality check. It's so helpful. And then come back to your why, your why for doing this. My why for having a limited caseload is that I can provide excellent care, that when I breach a certain amount of clients, I cannot provide good care at the quality and the level that I expect. And if I am not charging what I need, I'm also not able to live the life that I desire. I'm not able to save for retirement. I'm not able to take care of myself. I am not running my business the way that I expect my clients and want my clients to run their lives. And so really come back to that. Okay. Thank you for coming into the group and sharing this post. I know it's super vulnerable to share this stuff, and I'm really glad that you felt like this was a place that you could do that. And I hope everybody continues to feel welcome to have these conversations, to bring these things up, because we need to talk about them. We need to keep talking about them. And the more we talk about them, the better we're going to be able to do as a community to support each other in making sound financial business decisions for ourselves. And that's going to look different for everybody. And that's okay. All right. Have a great day.